what is going on today in a different garage, or tonight actually when I'm filming this, but caliper's on lift because I got some new snow tires for it. I got to do an oil change. I might as well vacuum it while I'm here. This garage is actually where I work. We do, even though I work on food equipment and stuff, we do all our own fleet vehicle maintenance. Oil changes, tires, even up to like pulling out transmissions to get rebuilt. So we got a lot of stuff here, plus it's heated, which is nice in the winter, and we got a tire machine and balancer, so that kind of is a little bonus. So we get to use it on our off time when we need to. So basically the Blizzaks that are on the Caliber are pretty much spanked. Let me show you. The tread is pretty much like, here's the wear bar. I mean, it would pass inspection, but I mean, last winter you could tell that these were going. And even the snow grooves, like, they're not even deep enough to like flex anymore. They're like barely even there. So not really a good tire, and they're like that all the way around. So the tires I have for the Caliber for this year, I bought two new ones, which are brand new Uniroyal, like Snow and Ice Tiger Paw 3s or whatever. They're a pretty decent tire. They got, I'll show you them in a minute here. And then the other ones are some Champiro Winter Pros, which are used. But my neighbor had them. He only used them one season, and he traded in his car for a RAV4. So he gave them to me. They're 9/30 seconds left. They still look like a pretty decent tire. They're not directional, but they are, you know, they want a front and a back. They're not like, you can't flip them either way. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount them. I don't know how much I'm gonna film because can't really do a how-to on using a tire machine if you don't have a tire machine. But these here are the Uniroyals. They're the Tiger Paw Ice and Snow 3s, and they're brand new. As you can see, it's flexing really nice, and these can be studded. That's not something in Pennsylvania you really need, but you can have these tires studded, and these grooves are really nice and deep. I didn't measure them because they're brand new. These are the GT Radial, like Winter Pro 2s, and as you can see, I mean, there's 9/30 seconds left, so they'll be good for one more season. They still have a lot of these little snow bites, still flexible. Should be alright. These are going to go on the back. So I'm going to put the new ones on the front to give the most bite to the drive wheels. Put the GT Champiros on the back just to try to use up what's left. And then the plan would be for next year is to buy two new Tiger Paw Snow and Ice and put those on the front and put these ones on the back, because they are directional, and it'd be nice to always have a little bit better tread on the front. I know a lot of places will tell you to put the better tread tires on the back, but I, on my vehicle, would prefer it to oversteer and not understeer in snowy conditions. So, and I also, I mean, there's a lot of hills, so I'd prefer to be able to get around those hills. So, I might set you guys up somewhere, pop some of the wheels off, do a little time lapse or a little clip montage or something, because mounting tires is not really that interesting. But I figured I'd make a little video. I'm going to change the oil while I'm here and get started on that. So just got all the valve cores out. I also grabbed some of this black paint to spray paint the hubs and like the axle nut, because these wheels are actually aftermarket Steelies. If you go back through my videos, I might link it when I unbox them. So there's no center cap for these. So there's no center cap, so I decided to hit all the hubs after brush them off with some black, some nice gloss black. I'll hit them again before I put the wheels back on. That way I'll keep them from getting all rusty, and it won't look as heinous with just, I mean, these wheels are pretty decently nice, you know, black Steelies, and then you have a nice rusty brown hub in the center, so I hit them with some black. So now that those are all out of air, all the cores are popped out, I guess I'll pop you guys up and maybe just do a breakdown on one of the tires. I don't know if I'll just throw some music over it or what, but so, quick breakdown. I am self-taught on the tire machine, I guess you'd say. And I also just run normal sensorless valve stem, just a standard rubber one, because I'll just ignore the light in that. I hate them, they break, and I'll just deal with the dummy light on the dash for low tire pressure. So, since the fronts, the Uniroyals are directional, I'm going to, let's see, which way is this one rotating? Rotating is this way. So that will be the driver's side. So it doesn't matter which way you mount the very first rotational one, it matters what you mount the rest of them. So I'm going to soak this up, pop this on, and balance it. And keep going from there. I don't think I'm going to film the rest of mount and balance all of them. So let me pop you guys up and I'll mount this one. So that is the very first one mounted. Had a little bit of trouble with it slipping on the machine, but our machine's not the most expensive thing, but it gets the job done. And like I said, it's rotational, so it's got to roll this way. And before I set you guys up and to do the balancing, I want to show you it compared to the old tire, the height difference. So remember, the Blizzaks are a little bit too big, and these ones are a little bit too small. But that's the difference. It's like a finger. So, and now you can really see side by side the tread difference. that I wasn't going to be going anywhere with these. So I'm going to shut you guys off. I'm going to mount the rest of them, and then I might show you balancing them real quick. I'm not doing a how-to or anything on it. I'm just going to throw it on there. It's a pretty simple machine. On these wheels, I'm just going to use the sticky weights because then they look pretty. Don't have any of these ugly weights on the front. And the way they were mounted before was just with sticky weights. So I'll be right back once I mount the rest of them. So I'm going to throw these on the balancer real quick. I'll just show you the first one since you got to set it up. Basically, you have to get your reading over, enter that, 85. The barrel, I don't remember what the barrel is, but we can measure it. Measure it from lip to lip here, and we got a 7. So we know our barrel is a 7. It is not, there we go. It was in metric for some reason. And then we know these are 17s. So now once you have that all done, and you know that this is all nice and tight over here, we'll start it. Again, this is, good enough for us. I've been able to get a lot of wheels 0 balanced out on this with no vibration issue with these machines. And basically, these are all the ways you can put weights on them, but we are going to do just the center weight there. And we'll go back to ounces, so it's 2.25 ounces. I'm not sure how well that wheel, if it's bent or anything. And then you just basically break off what you need, get it to where it's like there. That would be the 12 o'clock position. And then you just clean the wheel off with some brake cleaner and rag, and then these will stick on there. So I'm going to balance the other 3 and put them back on the car. I might hit another coat of paint on these. So got all 4 tires mounted. Again, I put the used ones in the back and the brand new ones up here in the front, the Uniroyals. Shouldn't make too big of a difference. I kind of wish I did have all 4 same, but a mix match pair of these is a lot better than these, which are basically useless. So now I'm going to change the oil on here since it's up in the air. Shouldn't be too difficult. So for the caliper, there's your drain plug. It is a 16mm filter drain pan, and then there is the filter itself. So while it's up in the air, I'm going to attempt not to make a huge mess and drain it. Shouldn't be too bad. Then we'll get it down and fill it up. So the oil is warm, so it's flowing out very easily. So kind of wish I had a lift in my house. Back on the ground, and I got my funnel all cleaned up in there. Got some 5W30. This thing just takes 4.5 quarts, so let me get to pouring. So got 4.5 quarts in there. I'll check the dipstick, and I had to push the car back so I could pop the hood and open the door. So next I'm going to get in here and show you how to reset the oil warning. Alright, so to reset your oil light, you have to use your key. Let me close the door so it's not dinging. Okay. And what you have to do is you have to go to the run position but not start it. So you have to go 2 clicks and then accelerator pedal, your gas pedal. 1, 2, 3. And you turn it off. I'm going to turn it back on. And that should reset it. I should not have oil reminder here. So you have to hit the gas pedal 3 times within 10 seconds. There is my tire light, and I don't have an oil reminder anymore. So that is good. I'm just going to vacuum the carpets real quick. Let me back up a little bit, and I'm going to vacuum out all this nasty mess and end the video there. So there we are. Got my floors all vacuumed out. Got them all pretty decent. Let me get the other side. There's better light on the other side. Mats still need scrubs, but all the sand and dirt and all that shit is all out of there. So we should be pretty good. So hopefully you guys like this little video, me getting this thing ready for winter. So hopefully I'll actually get some snow this year to test out those tires. I'm not too worried about the mixed treads, mixed brands. It is what it is. I saved, you know, $200 running these old tires from my neighbor that they're 2013 manufacturer date, and then I got these brand new ones on the front. So I'll run those ones on the back this year, and then I'll get 2 more that match this one for next year. So hopefully I really like these Tiger Paws, the Snow and Ice 3s. They seem pretty meaty, and hope you like this little update. So like and subscribe. Hopefully I get some snow, and see you next time.